With August nearly upon us, excitement is building in Texas as high school football and volleyball prepare to get underway. And that anticipation was on full display at HISD Media Day on Wednesday. The beginning of spring brings around one of the most anticipated days in all of sports, opening day. And for the Round Rock Express players and staff, it means excitement, even some butterflies, but most importantly, gratitude for another year of playing the sport they love. Texas Tech may have a big matchup looming against Ole Miss as the Red Raiders look to end the season on a 4-game win streak. But on Monday, it was all about fun as the Red Raiders helped put on a football camp for local children ahead of Wednesday's Texas Bowl Showdown. Austin FC's season opener against St. Louis SC may still be a week and a half away, but there's plenty of excitement here in downtown Austin on Wednesday night as the Verde supporters came out to celebrate the release of the team's new kit for the 2023 season. When we come back, we'll take you out to NRG Park where the Texans opened training camp on Friday. I'll tell you one player in particular who head coach Lovie Smith is expecting to be a team leader this year. And after a disappointing series sweep in Oakland, the Astros return home for a crucial 4-game series against the streaking Seattle Mariners. I'll have the highlights from the series opener next in sports. From the time he was a teenager, Matt Harmatuck knew he wanted to be an Austin police officer.
I came here and started the academy in January 1995. And so to this month, it's been 28 years.
It's a number that led to an idea.
I really didn't know how to close this chapter in my book. And it just came to me one day that, you know, I run this marathon every year. What if I did the 28 miles for 28 years? Because it'll give me I got 28 miles to reflect on my career.
Harmatuck's 28-mile run in 28 years as an Austin police officer will end right here at the finish line of the Austin Marathon. He'll wrap up his career doing an activity that he says has helped him greatly during his time in the force.
Cops live 22 years less than the average citizen because of cardiovascular diseases. You need to have some positive coping mechanism to deal with that. And for me, it's running and triathlon. It definitely is an opportunity for me to clear my head.
And as he steps away from the force, he said he's proud of the work he's done for the town he calls home.
I can leave here knowing that I did my part, if not met, but exceeded the expectation of what people put on me.
A career of hard work that will come to an end this weekend.
It feels right, and it feels right to me that this is the way I'm going to go out, because when I cross that line, I'm done. I'm wrapping it up.
A memorable way to end a memorable career. Adam Ogburn, KXAN Sports.
This is KXAN Sports, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry.
Good evening and welcome to sports. UT Baseball possesses the nation's longest winning streak at 16 games. Longhorns up in Stillwater for the second game of a 3-game series, looking to take that streak to 17. Texas, of course, undefeated in conference play. We'll pick it up here in the bottom of the second. Colin Bregman at the plate for the Cowboys. He's going to get them on the board with a single up the middle to give Oklahoma State a 1-0 advantage. But Texas responds. Dylan Campbell, top of the third. This one drilled to left center field. Campbell gets it off the wall. He's going to come all the way around to third. A game-tying triple there, all even at 1. But Bregman again for the Cowboys in the bottom of the fourth. He's going to take this one down the line in right field. Bregman with the double. That gives Oklahoma State a 3-1 lead, and they wouldn't relinquish it. They hold on to win this one 4-1 and snap Texas' 16-game winning streak. Now over to Norman we go. Top 10 showdown between Texas and Oklahoma. Rematch of the World Series final from last year. Texas gets a good start. Ashley Maloney, she's going to beat out the throw at first. That gives the Longhorns an early lead. Now we go for top of the sixth. Texas still up now 2-1. And Viviana Martinez. This one drilled out to left field. That one gone. Horns up 3-1. Looking to hold off the Sooners, but they fight back. Jada Coleman with the response. That one ties this game up at 3. That gets the Norman crowd fire up. And then a little later in the inning, Kinsey Hansen breaking the hearts of Longhorns with that hit into left center. Scores the winning run. Oklahoma takes game 2 of the series 4-3. Texas looking to avoid the sweep tomorrow at 11 a.m. Now let's head over to Mike Myers Stadium. Final day of the Texas Relay start with the women's 4x100. Texas wins this one in 42 flat. It's a collegiate and a meet record. Now, boys 4x200 Division I, Gerald in the farthest lane. They're going to come home third with a time of 1:28.53. Then over to the girls 4x800 Round Rock. They come home with the second place finish, 9:08.35. And then right after, it's Lake Travis coming right up. Here we go, 4x800. The Cavaliers win it at 7:45.45. And as you can expect, the Cavaliers overjoyed after accomplishing the victory.
We didn't come out here expect to run the time we did or even get first. We just expected to somewhat get close to podium, but the fact that we got what we did is just, it was a mind-blowing experience for all of us.
When Ben took it for the win at the end and hawked on that guy after he passed him in the first lap, it was so cool, and it was just really just rewarding moment seeing that we won.
Now over to the gridiron we go as the Texas football team continues to progress through spring practice. Last year's starting QB Quinn Ewers, he's certainly trying to get the most out of these last 2 weeks. Compared to last year though, when he first stepped on campus, he's kind of flown under the radar a little bit this spring. That's because a lot of the focus has been on number 16 Arch Manning. But Ewers, he's the one with the starting experience, and even though Steve Sarkisian says it's a competition for the starting job, you would think Ewers would be at the head of the pack, even if it's by a thin margin. Sarkisian noted that Ewers came into the spring ready to compete, and he's making the steps necessary to be the dynamic quarterback Texas needs that'll do whatever it takes to win.
I think Quinn had a really good winter conditioning kind of off season. I think he got himself in really good shape. He definitely feels more comfortable. You can almost a sense of, he's throwing the ball very naturally, very comfortably, but also I think his intent, right? I mean, he was very intentional this offseason of getting himself in a really good space physically and mentally, and I think it's showing throughout the first 8 practices.
Now over to baseball we go. Astros facing the White Sox in the third game of a 4-game series. Top of the fourth, Astros up 2-1, but Sebi Zavala, this one out in the Crawford boxes, is going to give the White Sox a 3-2 lead, but the Astros respond. Bottom of the fourth, Jeremy Pena, that one double to left field, brings home the tying run, all even. 4 to the 7th we go, though. It's Kyle Tucker with a big single. That one to right field is going to score Yordan Alvarez. Astros back up 4-3, and then Yordan Alvarez in the 8th extends the Astros lead with another single. That one to 5-3. Bottom of the 9th, Astros still leading 6-4, 2-on-2 out. Hector Neris finishes the game off with a strikeout, and the Astros hold on for that 6-4 victory. Meanwhile, up in Arlington, the Rangers obliterated the Philadelphia Phillies with a 16-3 victory. Mitch Garver with 2 home runs, 6 RBIs on the day. Rangers, they've scored 27 runs in their first 2 games. That's all I have for sports. We'll be right back after this break.
All we're doing is pushing off our outside leg.
Jack Yates High School is a new man to lead its football program after Raphael Thomas was announced as the head football coach last week. But Thomas's first practice on Monday, the focus was on X's and O's. Instead, it was on life and tires. Come on, Big Daddy. The Lions ended their Monday practice with a fierce tire wrestling contest. It's all part of the tough and competitive spirit that Thomas is trying to build at Yates.
We have to do our part. My motto is us versus us. Don't worry about anything else. Everybody understand that? Yes, sir. Everybody understand the expectations? Yes, sir.
But Thomas isn't focused solely on the football field. He said even more importantly, he's trying to have an impact on his players' lives.
These kids down here, man, they deserve what other kids get too, but nobody wants to put in the work with them. It's easy to just chalk it up, oh, it's third ward, that kid's disadvantaged, okay? What if somebody would have done you that way and you didn't have those opportunities just because they wrote you off, just because of your background? I just don't think that's fair.
But at the end of the day, they want to beat us, right? Because we're Yates.
On the field, Thomas's players said they're already seeing the impact he's having on the Lions football program.
He's a very good coach. He already got good discipline on us. We are in sync already, and I'm just looking forward to this upcoming season.
And despite his lack of head coaching experience, Thomas said he has the utmost confidence he is the right man to lead Yates back to the success of its storied past.
My big deal, what I tell people, man, is the President of the United States don't have history being the President of the United States until what? Until he's the President of the United States. And he runs the free world, man. So why can't I do this?
Everybody get in.
From Yates High School, I'm Adam Ogburn, KPRC-2 Sports.
Us on me, us on 3, 1, 2, 3.